The following video presentation is brought to you by Superior Custom Homes and Remodeling.
Hi, I'm Kim with Kimberly Michaud Interiors. How do I display and hang artwork? Wall decoration is important as walls take up a large area of space. When selecting your artwork, you need to be aware of size and scale that is appropriate for the location that you will be hanging. You don't want it to be too small that it gets lost on the wall or too large that it overpowers what it's adjacent to. If you do have a small piece and you really want to use it in that location but it's just too small, consider grouping it with other pieces. Keep in mind an odd number grouping of 3, 5, or 7 is more pleasing to the eye. Besides actually framed art pieces, keep in mind that you can hang groupings of like items such as old tools or plates. You can also combine artwork with other media as well. You will want to coordinate your artwork with the space and furnishings around it. Choose a theme, a specific color, or even a style to keep it consistent within the room. You'll need to find a focal piece. It may be the largest piece or the most colorful piece. It may be a group photo of the entire family. Use this as the piece as a central guide and arrange the other pieces around your focal piece. I have found the easiest way to work with groupings is to measure the wall space where you're going to be hanging the pieces and then map it out on the floor. Note that when grouping pieces on an ensemble, 2 inches apart is a good distance to use. If you have a bunch of smaller pieces of art and just don't look right hung on the wall or the scale's off, display them on a shelf instead for impact. You don't have to hang all of your artwork. To add interest, lean the artwork up against the wall in your bookcase or on a mantel or even on the floor. For other items besides artwork, as in architectural elements, different collections, and/or sculptures, display them on their own or with framed pieces. After you've decided on your arrangement by working it out on the floor, cut patterns from paper bags or butcher paper to the size of your frames. Reconfigure your layout by taping your patterns on the wall. This way you can check to see if it looks in relation to everything else in the room. Hang your artwork over the patterns and simply tear out that piece of paper from behind after you've hung. Hang art so that the center point of the artist's focal point of the art is at eye level. This is typically at 5.5 feet above the floor. Do consider your audience and the use of the space. Are kids in the space or adults, sitting or standing? Trust your eye to what looks best. Group art to create unity. Think of multiple pieces as one. Hang them close together to emphasize the overall composition. The group can be similar in theme, as in all landscapes or all black and whites, or a general theme, as in farms, and the pictures are of barns, fields, farm equipment, and animals. If you have unrelated images, create unity by using similar frames. If you have an odd number of pieces, consider hanging them in a row and in a stack for even number pieces. If you want a particular piece to have more importance, leave a larger space between them. When hanging artwork over furniture, make sure that you don't hang too high to give the illusion of floating artwork. Relate the scale of the art to the scale of your furniture. Symmetrical arrangements give a balanced, formal look, and asymmetrical grouping is great for a more casual look. To visually heighten a low ceiling in a room, use vertical pieces, either art with vertical subject matter or hang the art vertically itself. Use art to add height and width to furniture groupings to expand the space. If you have a favorite piece of art and it's just too small where you want to hang it, cut it in half or even thirds and frame the individual sections to give the piece more impact and size. I hope these tidbits have helped you. Again, I'm Kim with Kimberly Michaud Interiors, changing the world one space at a time.